Hey guys, welcome back. Drip and Farm for Property. I'm your host, Drip Coach, dropping knowledge bombs on all drip ecosystem related projects. That's right, had to change this because we have gone rogue in the community, taking drip by force, as Wannabe Well would say. And that is why I'm so bullish. I made that video earlier about lead, follow, or get out of the way. And in this video, going to give you guys an update on how the marketing DAO, the drip marketing DAO, will actually take it by force, and how we will set the drip ecosystem up for success in 2023. But before we get into all that progress and updates, and we're showing you the numbers, I know you guys come to my channel for the numbers and how bullish this can and will be 100%. But first, I want to drop this gem from Slice. He made me a remix, a video, a clip, whatever you want to call it. And I definitely wanted to highlight that. I shared it multiple times, but want to put it specifically in this video because this is about the drip community, again, taking it by force and everybody putting their brick in, as Ray would say. So shouts out to Slice.
Disclaimer, drip is a life changer. Now all I do is chill and write bangers. Morph into the green like the White Ranger. Taking my block to the top just like Jenga. Danger, step on up and get roasted. I'm just trying to make some change like Drip Coach did. Posting like daily, put you under hypnosis. Fuck around with another dev and get ghosted. It's hopeless. We so bullish like Mike Jordan. All the fun fading away is quite enormous. Building a bridge, kinda like a chorus. For those missing in action like Chuck Norris. Run for us, run away, don't come back. We stick together, on point like thumbtacks. Grab the Iron Man, they gone from one snap. Going hard for the network, that's a fun fact. Danger, step on up and get roasted. I'm just trying to make some change like Drip Coach did. Posting like daily, put you under hypnosis. Fuck around with another dev and get ghosted. It's hopeless, step on up and get roasted. I'm just trying to make some change like Drip Coach did. Posting like daily, put you under hypnosis.
That is fire, man. Shouts out to Slice. He dropped the heat on that one again. And some big out for you guys. I'm going to try to find a way to get Slice into this marketing DAO. I think there is an angle for videos and stuff with beats like this for the marketing. Don't quite know yet because we're just getting started, but this is what it's all about putting in your brick and finding ways to collaborate over compete. Make the slice of the pie bigger. No pun intended, slice. But that's exactly what it's about. So update on the progress of the drip marketing DAO. So man, we are making waves indeed. And we just did the AMA on Driptopians. So this video will be scheduled about 2 days from the release of this AMA, because you guys know I can't keep on my daily videos trying to do them day by day. So I actually record these in advance, and then as things come, I make new videos. So this, you'll see this in a couple days. But we just did this AMA, and during this AMA, this live stream that we had with myself and Scott, it was about 4 a.m. my time. So they got up earlier, or there was a mix up in the call. So it was supposed to be at 3 a.m., but it was 4. And during the stream though, we had a significant price pump for the drip garden. So during the live stream, we had this nice green candle that we see here. And this was due to a lot of support from the community during that stream. And I want to shout out those individuals specifically because we had some people during the stream actually make some sizable deposits. So shouts out to Crypto Knight, sent LPs to the garden. Drip Gardener changing his YouTube referral code and sending LPs to the garden. And he's going to be doing a video about this. Legacy 7 said he'll be doing a video on the DAO as well. Moonshot Max doing a video. Master Chef created a garden during the stream and went with $600, I think, to start that garden off. Unmade Sugar said he's sending LPs. Driptopian created a garden live on stream and pinned the address in Telegram, and he'll also be changing his Telegram address. Ryan Matthews made a garden under the DAO. LCM made a garden. Tony Morrow, Todd Nuggs, and that's all I got so far. So we're collecting all of those kind of support, MVP, shout out to community supporters. And also, if you are a content creator, one of the easiest ways to support is to change your buddy address for the drip garden in your description. And that means all of those referrals will come to the, what do you call this? Drip Marketing DAO wallet. So by looking at the Drip Marketing DAO wallet, you'll be able to see on chain what we're doing, full transparency, what's going on behind the scenes, everything. And that is the goal of this project. So you can see right now our wallet already has 500 million plants. Shout out to the community for that amazing support. 500 million, and I think 91 total LPs was donated. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. 91 total LPs bought. Now, not all that was donated. Some I guess it was donated because part of us on the group itself put some of these in, like Scott and Rock Ape and myself. But also a lot of this came from the community building gardens. So you see we have 35 referrals already under this garden, and that's already generating us the $10 per day for LPs. And I'm going to show you later on in this video how much we need per day to actually get started. And TLDR, we are extremely close to what we need. I think the goal we set out was 1 billion plants, and that could be less if the drip price pumps and triple D and all this stuff is launched, but we are really close, and we just started marketing this whole thing is maybe like a week old in totality, so we are off to our amazing start. And then once we have this pumping, we will be able to basically come in here and take the LPs out daily. Now that will depend, since there's a lot of referral gardens, how often they are referring, kickbacks and all that stuff. So real quick, because someone asked in my video, can you genuinely demonstrate everything for a new person, including where the referral is and where it should be placed, how to create an LP? And then they said they know how to do that, but how to donate if they already have one. So definitely want to cover that really quickly in this video. So in all of the descriptions and of those content creators that I mentioned, you'll find something like this. So you want to make sure this is the wallet address that you're seeing in the description, 0x73 and B0D7. And you can literally come over to the garden. And if you don't have a garden created, you can just paste that suffix in there, and then it'll look like this when you get there. So if you're creating a brand new garden, you can just paste that suffix in there, which is the wallet, and then you can do your deposit. If you already have LPs in your you already have a garden and you don't want to create a second one, then you can just go straight to, you know, your wallet and send LPs over just like a regular token. So whatever you're using, MetaMask or Rabby, just send them to this wallet address, the exact same one in this description here. And again, for clarity, we prefer the LPs, and we would actually prefer the community just create wallets, because if you create a wallet under us, I'm going to show you those details right now, you benefit because of our work that we're going to put in for the drip garden. So this is not you just giving money away to charity. Remember, you are creating a wallet, and we plan on pumping the garden with our marketing campaign. And the referrals are 5% static commission. So once your wallet is connected to the Drip Garden UI, you will notice a referral address can be copied by hitting the opposite button. When a user buys plants after clicking your personal referral link, the contract will send your Drip Garden UI seeds equal to 5% of their purchase. In addition, every time a referred user compounds plants, the contract will send seeds equal to 5% of their compound instantly to your garden. So this is the absolute best way to support the garden. I know a lot of you may already have big gardens out there and you don't want to make another one, but if you have the time and you want to do the additional compounding, this will benefit us the absolute most, because this becomes a continual cycle that feeds our marketing campaign without you having to remind yourself to send LPs to us or something like that. So the absolute easiest way is to just create a garden. And then that also helps us, because when you send LPs, we have to actually create a multi-sig transaction on the wallet and deposit them. Then one of the three of us has to confirm it. So two people have to confirm it. But if you just create a referral, it shows up in the seeds available, and then all we got to do is come in and compound. So number one, best way to support is create a sub wallet. Number two is to send LPs. So that's preferred. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get into the numbers. So remember, this is all about creating a actual sustainable marketing sales funnel. Now, I covered what a sales funnel was on my channel before. I'm not going to deep dive into that again, but I want to show you real quick what that looks like with some numbers, and how we are targeting just one population or one demographic, and how this can scale infinitely as crypto scales, because there's going to always be new eyeballs to lead into this. So this is a typical sales funnel. Remember, the one I showed before had 7 steps. what we're trying to do literally at the top is start with brand awareness or lead capture or some kind of video or hook or image or whatever to capture their attention based on a marketing narrative. So the narrative that we are focusing on right now that is hot is fiat collapse, a hyperinflation in certain countries, losing your buying power, all that stuff. So that is kind of the narrative we'll be threading. And I'm going to show you these numbers on this side after I explain what this is. So you got to figure out what your audience is. And if you've never looked at a Facebook ad, here's what you'll see on the back end when you get ready to make an ad. So I made this one just real quick to show you guys, Filipino financial freedom. And all I did in this ad, sorry, I can't zoom in over here. It doesn't allow me to do that. But in this ad, I'm basically targeting men age 18 to 54 that live in the Philippines and they have these interests. And this is just a few interests that we know from our avatar what they're interested in. We can get much more granular and make this smaller. The more focused your ads, the better. But I want you just to see these numbers. So just from targeting men in the Philippines that speak English and are interested in these things, we are able to target approximately 26 to 31 million people, right? So that's where this would come in. Awareness. This would be our initial group. And we would get smaller and smaller and smaller and get the ads better. So for this, just take these numbers with a grain of salt because we don't have the actual budget numbers of what it would cost until you start running the ads and then Meta tells you how much it's costing and all that stuff. But from this 26.4 million to 31 million, and we're running an ad for financial instability, fiat collapse. If we spend $5 a day, we can reach about 25,000 to 72,000 people. What that means is your ad will show up. You'll get that many eyeballs that will see it. Whether or not they click on it is different because this is literally just for brand awareness. And where I got those numbers is in here, 25,000 to 72,000 with a $5 budget per day. And that's what it costs in the Philippines, theoretically. So it's much, much cheaper in Asia to get eyeballs, and they have much higher engagement on Facebook ads. The West is kind of jaded and they don't engage as much. They want to see a lot more social proofing. The Eastern countries, they will engage very quickly and it's much, much cheaper. So that's where these numbers come from. And I'm going to show you where it goes down from here, how quickly this can really be super bullish for the garden. So with that 25,000 reach, 72,000 reach that we would get per day on that budget, we expect, and this is just a conservative number, 20% conversion rate for retargeting. So what this means is we're going to move them down the next step of the funnel to prospect. If you look at other funnels, it may be a different tab, but essentially the idea is the same. You're trying to get them all the way down to here to purchase. So you just keep narrowing the funnel. So in this first one, they've seen your ad and they didn't do anything. They didn't click on or nothing like that. It's just brand awareness. They watched a video, 15-second clip, whatever, all sorts of things to get them just to see the Financial Freedom Filipino marketing ad. Next, you're going to have some kind of call to action. So you're like, hey, we want you to like or follow our Facebook page, right? So that gives a little bit more of friction. But now that they've seen your first ad, this second one, you're asking them to take a call to action, to do something. And you can ask them to follow, like, comment, whatever the case may be. And I'm expecting about a 20% conversion rate from that. I've seen in my ads even much, much higher because like I said, the Asian cultures are very quick to engage at pretty high rates on Facebook ads. But let's just go with the 20% because that's at the top end of the average for Facebook. So that means of the 26 million people, we'd have 5.2 million or 6.2 that would engage with it. Then you move down the funnel some more and you're going to lose more people in the conversion because you have more and more steps. So this could be even a email campaign. I'm going to add that in real quick. None of these are set in stone. This is just how traditional marketing sales funnels work. Scott will be the one to actually give us the keys to the kingdom regarding how to execute on this. But at this next stage, you would be retargeting these people again. So now they've seen your first ad, they've seen your second ad, they're familiar with you, and now you're going to ask them for something else, a little more engagement. I want you to join our Telegram group. I want you to join our Facebook group. It gets exclusive. I want you to watch this 15-minute webinar. I want you to watch this video sales letter that walks you through the process, whatever it is. You're trying to basically get more engagement, more interaction from them. And because of that, you're going to lose people along the way. So a 10% conversion rate is kind of feasible. So now we're down to 528,000. Then the next step would be getting them maybe a live demo. Again, these steps are not solidified, just showing you guys how this hand-holding process will work. And you would see if your journey did this, it'd be much easier for you to get started. So at this stage, maybe they're in the Telegram and we say, hey, once a week, we're going to do a live VC and show you guys with us on video, on screen, how to set up your garden, how to get started, walk through the process, answer questions, 1 hour, whatever. Drip Guide does this all the time. This is a great way to build engagement, to build trust, transparency, answer questions, all that stuff. Brand new Telegram, brand new group, and you don't have to worry about getting kicked out and asking questions. So again, we're going to lose some people, so only 5%. And by the time we get all the way done with that live demo, maybe only 2% have actually taken action. And we're going to end up with 528 people out of the 26 million that saw the ad. Now, this doesn't happen immediately. So if we're only able to reach 25,000 people to 72,000 per day, that's where these numbers come in. So in theory, for us to exhaust this demographic, it would take about 52 to 177 weeks at $5 a day. Hopefully you guys understand that. So you're not going to get all of these people. And some of these people are going to see the ad more than once. Some, after they see it a couple times, then decide to move down. So you can keep running these numbers until basically you see your ad performance decreasing rapidly. But just to give you some numbers of how long this would take, 52 weeks to 177 weeks to run through that. Then this conversion to the next start is 21 to 71 weeks, 4 to 12, 2 to 4, right? Just, again, rough numbers. This is not solidified because we don't actually know what the budget will be at this stage, because retargeting is usually cheaper. But since we haven't run the ad yet, I can only give you the budget for the initial top of the funnel. Now, here's the fun part. This is what's awesome. So if we spent that $5 a day for that full duration, it would cost us $1,800 to $6,200 for the full duration of the campaign. That's basically $35 a day times 52 weeks, or $35 a day times 77 weeks. That's where this number comes in. And I did the exact same thing for everything else. So what that does for us is that gives us a total that we need for this budget, hypothetically, $3,000 to $9,000. That's not a lot of money when you think about it. So on average, it's going to cost us $7 to $25 a day. And if you heard Scott on stream, he said this exact same thing, running a campaign about $30 a day. That's in the US prices. So this fits within that range because Asia is substantially cheaper. And I think the conversions will be higher and the engagement will be better because of the community we're building around this drip marketing DAO and tying it to supported Telegram groups and all this stuff and the multiple people that'll be able to handhold through here. So what that means on a weekly basis, we're going to need about $51 a week and $100 to $171 a week. That's what the cost of these ads is going to run us. Now, what you really want to see and what you're probably here for is what does that mean in regards to gardens and how will that support the drip ecosystem? I'm glad you asked. So remember, I said hypothetically, we could get this 2% conversion rate of people getting into the garden. And I think for countries like the Philippines, where we're targeting first, a $5 garden is a easy barrier to entry. That's why we're looking at Asian countries, because we don't need them to spend a lot of money. As we mentioned on stream with Driptopian, and he was talking about the sardines. When you have millions of sardines swimming, you can see this from, the air. It's moving the currents. Yeah, it's nice to have whales, but we can rally the sardines, the minnows, the small fish. So $5 per wallet. If we had 25% of this conversion, this right here would give the DAO basically $33 per day. Because remember, we only get 5%. So if this happened per day, 132 people signed up, that'd be $660 going into the drip garden contract. And we would get 5% of that. We would get $33 worth of LPs, right? And so weekly we'd have 231. Now the actual BUSD we'd be able to inject into the garden would be $115 because we lose the BUSD side. So I just split this in half. So again, take that with a grain of salt. But that shows you how easy this can start to sustain itself. Right there with $115 a week with 25% of what I'm forecasting, we could have this weekly budget running. And once it's fine-tuned or running, as Scott said, you don't touch it. You only come back and modify it when the conversion rates drop, when this is now 1% because the ads are not fresh anymore, or a new narrative has changed, or this goes from 5 to 3 or whatever. If it's running well, it works. And you see there's 26 million people that we have plenty of time to onboard. Drip has maybe 40,000 people in the ecosystem. We got a long ways to go to tap out even one new demographic. So let's look at the numbers though for the best case scenario of what I'm thinking. So if we got that whole 528, that would be $2,640 per day. And that would give the DAO $132 in LPs per day, weekly $924, or the actual equivalent of BUSD would be $462. That means we are taking home way more than we need, and we can now do other things with this. So we can start marketing campaigns for other parts of the ecosystem. We can start using this for community support. This marketing DAO truly has the ability to turn the ecosystem around because it's led by the community and it's for the community and 100% transparent. And as I showed you already, showing you what the ad manager looks like, I will be showing this on the back end 100%. Scott mentioned that we could do some monthly check-ins where he would give, some updates on his side, what we're doing. He's a lot more busy, but I will be right in front of you guys that you've seen me do for the last year, giving you updates. And if you ask me in the Telegram or whatever, I'll post that stuff. So it's going to be 100% transparent, on chain, everything that you guys need to see that we are indeed doing what we said we would do. And that this has the ability to transform the Drip ecosystem for the better. And this is on top of Drip, Drop, Draw, and Scratchy, and all the other stuff. This is what you truly need to do in crypto. Everybody's sitting on the sidelines whining about price action and whining that Forex hasn't delivered. Here is a perfect example of how the community can do something. I didn't have all the skills by myself, but I found the right people to make this work. We have designers now. We have market experts. We have creative marketing people. So that's all you need. Now we just put it to work and the community is funding it. So right now it's great. We've got some charity from the community, but as I mentioned, you guys are building a garden under this. So as the garden price appreciates, like we already saw proof of concept right here, this is from our little 30,000 member community. And technically only about 100 some odd people were watching Driptopian. Look what we can do. So imagine what we can do with targeted marketing external to any of the existing FUD and negativity that's in the space. These people will have a 100% positive experience because it's coming at what we could say right now is the bottom of Drip. So they will get in just like the person that got in Drip at 23 cents. They're going to be happy. And we're going to continue running ads to make sure they're happy. Why? Because the happier they are, they would send referrals as well as testimonials. So we can use that for marketing. So it just begins to feed itself. And once we fine tune this, there are hundreds of other countries. This can be brought into other countries that don't even speak English. We just copy, paste the model, put everything we need in the other language. You got Crypto Mischief over there in China. It's a little harder to get through the China red tape, but trust and believe people in China are in crypto regardless of those regulations. So anyway, this has gone on long enough. I hope this explained what the DAO is, how the marketing works, how the sales funnels will work, what my commitment to you all in the community is, and the transparency and integrity that we are putting into this, and how we can indeed transform the Drip network ecosystem in 2023. This shows you the power of a marketing team with a bunch of small investors working together towards a unified goal. And that is what was all about this video that I put out, the Spartan rally cry 300. So that shows you the power of everybody unified and fighting together in unison. That's what this Drip marketing DAO is all about. We got in this, you had 300 people that were able to, stop an army until there was a kink in the chain, of course. But we're going to go from our community of, I think we got 7 or 8 on board now, and whoever knows how many in the Drip Garden. And we're going to exponentially scale that. And all of them are going to be unified and fighting towards a singular goal. So we are literally going to be limitless with what we can achieve just by following this model and everybody getting behind it and doing what they can to support it. So that is it for this video. Hope it provided some value. If it did, smash that HBO special. Help a brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below, and until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya. Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? Sprix Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.